Okay. Welcome. If the picture disappears, it's because I'm letting the dogs out. Oops. Come on. Come on. Well, the one screwed. I screwed up the one, so. Was everybody have to pee at once? Yeah. Okay. Let's try it again.
See, the dogs figured you were streaming twice, so they all had to make a stream too.
Amigo, leave her alone. Amigo keeps following Drew or Willow around. Well, I'm not on the way. I don't know. Facebook says that they can't do it. YouTube's doing fine. We're trying to stream on both, and I'm getting beat by a tail. It keeps telling me due to poor signal quality. And it shouldn't have poor signal quality. Sorry guys, we're trying to set this up, and right now there's you're still trying to get a hold of or the hang of things. And Brent's over here busy putting the tool set together.
That's true.
And little mallet.
Yeah. Rubber on one side, steel on the other.
It's not a little bad little Harbor Freight set. Jurgen, no. Jurgen, leave my drink alone. The dogs are kind of wound up because we've had some traffic today. And Jurgen doesn't like traffic on power line, do you, Drugie? He doesn't mind so much on Twiny, but power line, he doesn't like them.
It's because they're closer.
And your cowbell.
My cowbell. I don't have any cows.
I think you're donating that, don't you? Quit. Don't try to drink. Wait. Don't drink my coffee. No. Well, it's really hot chocolate, but. Thank you, amigo. All the cows come running up. Oh, no, that's for the studio, isn't it?
Yeah.
We thought we ordered a cowbell online. It was Tractor Supply, wasn't it? I paid for it. I paid, what was it, $10 for it? Was it that much?
Pretty close.
And we did the online order with it, and we said we'd pick it up. We got there to pick it up, and the guy handed me this little bitty package, and it was what, 2 inches tall?
I think it's like 1.5 inches by 3/4 tall or something. It's pretty tiny, that's for sure.
The pictures did not show it that tiny.
You know, one of the cats or the dog could put it on a collar and it'd be just fine. Yeah, the pictures were deceiving if you don't necessarily pay attention to the description.
Once we get the hang of doing the lives, we'll probably do them more on the schedule. But right now we're kind
of... Of course, we're boring.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody on to ask questions.
Exactly.
Come in, ask questions, hang out. We're pretty much open. You can ask questions about how we handle living off grid, the music, camping, what else? Pretty much anything, aren't we? Can't they? Aren't they, can't they?
As long as they don't talk about our laundry or whatever it was last night.
Our laundry? Oh. Yeah, I think I remember you saying we were talking about that last night. We had a little house concert. Would you call that a house concert last night? I called it a house concert when I posted it.
It was more of a public rehearsal for a few local heads.
Aw, the poor Willow.
It's an excuse to sit out of the wind.
She looks so tired.
Drink and smoke.
You getting tired, Willow? Do you want to go in? Willow's our old lady, as you can't tell. She'll be 14 in October, around sometime in October.
Yeah, she's old.
You can tell she has some back hip problems, but we try to keep her somewhat active. But we don't want to push her too much. She's probably the most spoiled one here.
She'll hardly ever lay down outside because she doesn't like dirt. She's never liked dirt. Even when she was a pup, she didn't like to lay in the dirt around the ground.
No, I would have to put a
blanket.
It had to have mine. It had to be mine. Because I used to take my jacket off and put it on the floor. Even for at somebody's house, she won't lay down unless I put something down.
What?
I got hair in my mouth.
Oh.
Welcome in. No,
No,
guys.
boy.
They thought I was saying somebody to come in. Okay, guys. Nobody's here. Nobody's here.
Good job, though. Way to be on guard.
There's a few words you can say that get them going. That's one of them. And another one is one of the neighbors' names. And what is another one?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, yo yo yo.
See?
I can't do it.
Yo, yo, yo. What? What are they doing? Jiggers. Yeah, you're all being suspect now.
And you can't say the neighbor's dog's name. Dante? Is Dante here?
No. I don't think so.
He's not here, guys.
Mama's just teasing you.
Okay, guys, it's fine. And so when we get new people on the chat, we can't say you're welcome in, can we? We'll have to say something else. Come in. No, I can't do that one either. I was going to say come in and have a seat.
Well, you practice a bunch and see which one they don't bark.
Well, come on in and have a seat. Drugan. Drugie.
Because you can practice that while there's nobody there.
This is Drugan. Drugan, look at me. Drugan.
Jiggers. Say hi.
Nobody is here. We had some four-wheelers go by, so they're kind of jumpy anyways. Oh, there's a car out there on the road. And that's what they're barking at. We allow them to get a little bit more loud when we don't have any campers, which we don't right now. They know they don't get to bark like this when we have people here. Right, guys? But anyways, this is the big one there is named Drugan. He's a Huskweiler. Yeah, you are, aren't you? He's a sheriff. What do you call it? A Huskweiler? Three quarters Husky and a quarter Rottweiler. And Stephanie, you just got dirt all over me. And then this black one here. Amigo.
Who's the pup?
Amigo's the deputy. What? You want to say something about Amigo? Here, you can hold this one. If you want. That one actually has somebody on there.
Uh-oh. Somebody who's unidentified? Oh, it says there's two officially.
Yeah, now you're getting the ground. Oh, there you go.
Well, it's the only way they see it in the sunlight, so unless you'd like to hold the phone, I guess, people
that
have
one
to
there is
deal.
hard to see for some reason. I turned the brightness up. And we introduced everybody to Wheelo again. All that came in, welcome in. If you have questions, we live off-grid in New Mexico. We run a campground and event center. And today we're just kind of hanging out with the dogs, taking the Sunday off. We don't have any campers, so we're kind of just relaxing.
Just chilling. Maybe later we'll be grilling.
Yeah, we're having fish.
We are gonna do some fish.
Oh, and this, we already did Willow. This little one here, she's not really ours. She belongs to Anne. And she just has this dog sit. Right, Persephone? Right?
Where's the toys? Where's your toys?
No, nobody is here, guys.
We're looking for toys. You guys got toys everywhere. Get a toy. Play tug of war.
Does that one tell you if anybody texts or anything? This one has... Oops.
Well, you'd think it would have a bar, but I don't know if anybody's tried. So.
We haven't used these too much. Well, I haven't used that one at all. Persephone, no. Go out there and play.
But no, it says there's 2 people. Oh, it says there's 3 people. Ooh.
Well, welcome in. We're just sitting here hanging out. We're trying out the live stuff. We're kind of new to this, so we're trying to figure everything out.
Even better trying to do 2 at once.
Well, but you're welcome to come in and ask questions. Just chat with us. Leela, why don't you go in? You're getting sore. Well, see if she'll go in with you.
Come on, Leela. Come on.
Oh, take your time.
Come on, Leela.
Go slow.
There you go.
Lilo has hip problems with her age. If she doesn't go slow up the steps, she doesn't make them. Right, Droogie? But yeah, we're just taking today off, hanging out with the dogs in the little yard we have here. We plan on moving this and making it a little bit bigger. Or maybe a lot bigger, we're not sure yet. We're trying to figure out all the live stuff and how it all works. So we thought we'd take the time and do them. We want to get on a schedule once we get set up. If it was a little bit later, we can watch the sunset behind Ladrone here. This is Anne's, who owns Persephone. That's her RV. This little building right here next to this trailer, which we'll be moving that trailer soon, is the compost toilet. We call it the hut. And over here, behind the car, that big trailer, is the green room. It's set up with the couch and TV, and when we have bands, they come in there and hang out between shows. Hello, Nicole. If I'm say your name wrong, sorry about that. I'm kind of suck at it. And over here, because I can't get out of the pen, you'll see the trailer straight across from us. Next to it is the Blue Moon, and in front of that is the stage. And the other trailer to the east or west of it, southwest of it, is the studio, the music studio. And here's our scenery. If you notice, we have so many close neighbors out here. This direction, our closest neighbor, I don't know if you can see them. There's a ridge over there, and they're up on the ridge. That's our closest neighbor this direction. And really our closest neighbor is towards Ladrone. This is straight south. And over on, you can kind of see he's building a house over there. You can kind of see the top of it. And the top where the ridge goes across is where he's at. And then over here is our closest neighbor. You can probably see them the best. And then we have a new, I dropped everybody, sorry. We have a new neighbor over here, back behind the store. That little pink building, don't tell Brent is pink because he hates that. It's supposed to be salmon color. It was a mist tint we bought cheap. But back behind them, up on the ridge, is a new neighbor. And then we got the two. You're playing. Oh, I guess I can show you this too, since I can't really get out. This is our bigger solar back in front of the green room. That's an 8K system. And then on the other side of the hut, over here, there's a little solar set up, and that runs her little RV. We have one more yet to build because this 8K is now running the green room, us, and the studio. And then there's a little inside performance place you can go in, and because we have a house band, they go in there and practice and set up the stage they want. So we have that. So it runs all of it, but we have another system that we're going to have that runs just our RV. And we'll be moving our RV, but we're trying to figure out if we want to build the other solar setup first, or move the RV and get it set up, and the trailer, because we're moving the trailer. And after getting that moved, then we'll build the solar. We're not sure yet.
Back.
And this is Brent's new toolbox, straight from Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, it is great.
We do have one hello on there.
Who's that?
Nicole. This one you can see better.
I can hardly see.
You can take this one. Or you can shut that one off. We haven't had any.
And what's this one?
Facebook.
Okay, well, goodbye, Facebook world.
Like I said, we're trying to figure out the live. We talked about if we, something that everybody would like to, hey guys, don't tear up the toy. If something everybody wants to do, then we might do them more often. But we'd like people to come in and chat with us and ask some questions. Or just hang out. Or you can talk to Amigo here. Right, Amigo? You want to talk to people?
No.
And he won't let you have his toy either. Well, if you tell him to.
Give. Good boy.
Persephone will steal it. It's getting a little chilly out here. Don't know how much longer we're going to last.
Man, I got some few clouds coming in with that front from the west.
Yeah,
If you're in California, put on your hip waders again.
And we're at 5,200 feet.
Oh, give or take a foot.
And we overlook the Rio Grande Valley. And that's over. See the light part? That's a good at least 400 feet below us. But it gets deeper as you go. But along our edge is 400 feet. And then it gets deeper, right? Until the river.
Yeah, by the time you get to the river, it's 2,500 feet in altitude.
Amigo, stop killing your toy. It'll go in the trash. Amigo.
No.
And Jurgen, why are you standing back there? Come on, Jurgen. Jurgen's like camera shy all of a sudden or something. But that's pretty much what we're doing, who we are. Persephone. And we get to dog sit. Go play. Go play. We tease her that she has chicken legs. I'm sorry about that. My mom's texting. There was a shooting in Minnesota, she said.
Oh, no. I'm going to post that or not bother?
Don't bother. Don't kill the toy. Don't kill the toy. Jurgen, what are you doing back here? He's back here hiding. I don't know why. Oh, he wants in the shade.
When the cloud was over, he was still back there. I don't know what
You want in? Jurgen, do you want in?
Or he knows there's a cat underneath there.
Come and look. Come over here. Come on. Come on. What do you want? Are you mad? Where's Wheelo? Oh, Wheelo's inside. Go get a toy. Yes. This was Wheelo's favorite toy when she was a puppy.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Tells you how old it is. And Jurgen had it. And then Amigo and...
Persephone killed it.
Did Persephone kill it, you think? Yeah.
She hasn't helped it any, that's for sure.
We kind of blame everything on Persephone. These holes that they dig are all Persephone's fault. Because Amigo and Jurgen don't dig holes. Do they? Jurgen, do you want to go in? Are you wanting us all to go in? I don't know what he's doing. He's like, Jurgie, what are you doing? Come here. Jurgie, come and look. Come in. What are you doing back there? What are you doing? What's that noise?
Sounds like an airplane someplace.
I don't know why you're hiding back there. Go play. Jurgen does not like the heat, though. He'll stay in most of the day just to stay out of the heat, and then when it cools off at night, we're ready for bed, and he wants to play. And he won't go in unless I go in. Amigo's the youngest. He'll be 2 in...
He's the youngest.
No, Amigo's the youngest.
Oh, I asked.
She's only a year younger than Jurgen. Jurgen's 3. She's 2, and Amigo's will be 2 in... No. She just turned 3. Yeah, she just turned 3. And Amigo will be 2 in July. And then Wheelo will be 14 in October. And then there's the kitty. Look at the kitty. I knew that would get Jurgen. Where's the kitty? The droogie.
Let me play. Don't let me play.
Get it.
Don't let her take it. Don't let her take it. Good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy.
And Jurgen's back in his spot. He had to crawl through between you and the RV. Well, also Jurgen's mad because he wants out. And I'm not letting him out. We have too much traffic on the road to let him out. He likes to try to intimidate people not to come in, doesn't he?
No bark and chase. I guess that's intimidation.
Oh, he doesn't. Well, he doesn't like chase the cars or chase them. You know, like a prey drive. He chases them to tell them not to come over here. But he likes most people. Don't you, Droogie?
People? Do you like people? What?
Amigo likes pretty much everybody. Do you guys not have water over there?
He's the Barney Fife of the dog patrol.
Yep. We call Amigo the deputy. And Droogan's the sheriff. I'm taking it there's no water out here.
The bucket could be empty. I don't know.
I'm thinking that's what Droogan's wanting. Either he just wants in for the day.
Or he wants dinner.
Is it late enough for dinner?
It's getting there. It's after 4, I believe.
No, it's 3:40. No food yet. I said the F word, didn't I? You can walk around the other way. You can. Hopefully I didn't make anybody car sick there. Persephone. Persephone has to lick him in the mouth. Even when he's drinking, she'll go up there and lick him in the mouth. Right, Turkey? What are you doing? Do you want to play? Well, go get a toy. We can play. Go get a toy. You don't have to hide behind the chair. How long have we been out here? We came out here October of 2020. We bought the land in January of 2020, but we moved permanently out here in October. If I'm slow at replying, it's hard to read because for some reason this little phone, the screen is so dark. I don't know if my phone would be that dark. We don't use this phone very often.
Well, it doesn't help, but it's really bright out at the moment.
Well, it is pretty bright. And then I did set this phone up to adjust to the outside. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. when we reset it?
I don't know if that makes a difference because it's the whole brightening effect when it is bright out. It's not supposed to shade itself.
But yeah, we've been out here almost 4 years. We've owned the property for sure for 4 years. And in October, we'll be living out here permanently for 4 years. We couldn't move out here in 2020 when we bought it because at that time we had what do you call it?
We still had a commitment at the
yeah.
education center that we were there.
Yeah, we had a commitment at the education center that we worked at that we would come back for that summer.
Who knew that the pandemic was going to have such a large effect on our summer?
Yeah, and what's made it nice, because we pretty much, since it was shut down, we pretty much had the whole summer to get ready to come here, which gave us time to figure out how we were going to haul everything, and we had to downsize, right?
We did downsize.
Oh, yeah, we did. Well, before we went tiny, we lived in a, was it 2,200 square foot house? And we had a studio in there, and it had 6 bedrooms. It was an 1880 Victorian house.
Definitely a 4-bedroom because it had the servants' quarters still in it.
So we had moved everything out of the house and put it in storage. We had downsized a little bit. We didn't plan on coming down here to live. We were going to come down here and work the winter at another person down here that's started an environmental center. Do we ever skirt our RV? We talked about it. We did the Aldi.
Yeah, we did a little bit when we first came down. The problem with skirting it is that some critters also consider that to be a safe place to habitate, so we moved away from that. It does mean that the floors get a little cold and sometimes through January or whatnot, and yeah, the air underneath gets a little warm in the middle of July and August, but most of the time it's really not so bad.
We did have a mouse infestation like 2 years ago, and we couldn't get them under control. We tried everything you could think of inside the RV to get them under control, and that's when we gave in and went and got cats. And since then we haven't had any. But because of that, we don't really want to skirt it.
And the cats have free range to do their job that they get to have food and water for.
And that might be just us being paranoid, but
well, it worked nonetheless.
When we lived in Minnesota, and we had a 8.5 by 16 tiny house. Well, it was an old fish house that we converted into a cabin. During the winter, we would pile snow around it to keep it warm. But out here, it's kind of a little different environment.
We also snow, that's for sure.
Well, we don't get enough snow, but we could put sand around it. We still move it.
Yeah, but to keep the mice and the snakes and anything else that might want to come cohabitate with us, we just choose to leave it open.
But we did skirt the lazy days the first year out here, and we found it really didn't affect much. Or was it? Why didn't we? We ended up taking that down.
Because the wind would just play havoc with it in the first place. So.
And there's one of our kitties that we went and got. That's Fish. Fish, kitty. She's not going to come near because it becomes a game of chase. And An amigo. You can give toy. But I think that's pretty much why we never skirted. Right now we have fence around this side, but we're hoping that when we move it, we talked about doing like lattice board around it. Isn't that what we talked about?
We had talked
Is
about
that still the...
It all depends on the price of the lattice board when we get to that point. If it's economical, then possibly. If it's not,
We also like the breeze in the summer. Because the floors are cooler, because we get a nice breeze. When it's like 100 and some degrees outside.
it's coming. It's still a little ways to the future, but it'll be warm before we know it.
And out here, sand is, well, you can kind of see sand is horrible. But when it gets windy, you eat it and everything else. So our biggest concern is trying to keep it out of the RV. And during those days.
Yeah, that's what we try to do.
Well, we do try. I didn't say we succeed.
Everything gets dusted, but we don't get near as dusted as we used to get. So
And we did some stupid stuff when we first came here.
well, I don't know if it was stupid. We just made judgmental mistakes that, to go along with our learning curve of how to exist in this particular space.
Like the 10 by 20 carports, they don't work out here.
No, 60, 70 mile an hour winds will just rip them apart.
And if you can see, we have 15 acres and we have one tree. So we really do not have any trees to give us some wind protection.
And the one tree we got doesn't give us shade or anything else really either. It's, it's maybe 15, 16 feet tall.
I thought you wanted in, Boogie.
And it's a juniper, so if you're familiar with junipers, it's wider than it is tall.
Well, these are one seed junipers too, so they're not very tall. Unlike the juniper that's up at Ruidoso, those things get tall.
Yeah, you get into the mountains, and yeah, it's a slightly different breed that does really well out there.
They have the alligator ones, and there's looks like a little bitty hawk on top of the power line. And if you notice, we do have a power line right here, but we cannot tap into that. And up here on the mesa, there's two different power lines like that.
There's two different ones doing the same thing, going different directions.
And they told us this one goes to Utah.
Yeah, the end of the line on this one is Utah.
And I don't know where the other one goes to. Is it Nevada?
I'm not exactly sure. You have to go look at the map for it, because I'm sure it's a traceable line.
And now they're up here surveying to put another line in.
Quicker to go across than to go around, I guess.
Very beautiful piece of land you have. You all are blessed. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, yeah. We enjoy it most days.
Yeah, most days. And then there's the days where the wind and you're sitting inside and you can't do anything. You question it. Or when it's 100 and some degrees. We don't run air conditioning. But the way we kind of work it,
It has to get pretty bad. We did run the AC last year one day.
Well, yeah, we have to run it off from generators, so.
Yeah, it's easier to do it that way.
But the way we work it is during the day through the heat, because once the sun's down, you drop, what, 20, 30 degrees?
Yeah, it's probably in the low upper teens, low 20 drop once the sun goes down. So if it's 120 in the day, it'll be in the 90s at night, and that feels a lot better, even though it's still hot in a sense.
Yeah, so during the day, we kind of stay quiet. We run fans. We have these wet towels that we put on the dogs, and they usually do not come out that often. We keep them moist, and they're laying in front of the fans, and we're all quiet. And then usually, around 3 o'clock, we go into town, and we get showers, or we wait and we do stuff here when it gets dark, and then we go in and get showers. We usually always work and then go get showers.
Yeah, there's a reason why the people that were here long before us took siestas in the middle of the summer. It's easier to just do nothing and work a little bit in the morning, work a little bit in the evening, and take the afternoon off. Clean up and do it again.
You look so tired. Amigo's getting so big and bulky.
Oh, he's a good pup. Did you hear the wind pick up? Huh?
Alan, we were saying before that the dogs are kind of on alert today, because over here by the power line is Power Line Road, and when we get traffic on that road, it kind of gets them really going. So every little noise now they're looking. Unless Persephone steals Amigo's toy. Well, get it. Get it, amigo. Yes. Just give. Good boy. Ready? Oh, it's dog slobber.
Well, yeah, slobber and dirt. What do you want?
Look at it. You weren't supposed to get it, Persephone. Because that is actually Amigo's favorite toy. It did have a head on it. And then the Drugan here. What do you want? What? I haven't been around any other dogs. Let me see. Let me see. Go play. Go play. Drugan's the sheriff. Amigo's the deputy. And Persephone's the visitor. Yes. You're not even my dog. No. Go play. I'm not playing fetch. Go. Persephone will not stop playing fetch once you start. Usually.
She's obsessed with fetch.
Don't tear up your toy. Yeah, don't. Amigo. You want it? Ready? Well, that's why I didn't throw it too far. I didn't want her to get it. Good boy. Like we were saying earlier, we're just kind of trying out the live things. We want to see how it goes. And see if we can maybe get it on a scheduled time. This is only the second time going live. Jurgen, what are you doing back there again? Come on. I really think he's trying to get in the shade. Are you trying to get in the shade? Jurgen doesn't like the sun. He likes to be in the shade. He usually stays inside until the sun starts going down. Where Migo will be out in the heat of the day. I don't know how he does it. We try to keep him in. Migo last summer, we had to force him to stay in because he got blisters on his feet. Didn't he? Or the calloused up.
Well,
They weren't blisters, but he'd rather be out here in the sun. What?
Well, if he's out running around, he'll find his own shade to sit in.
Yeah, and he runs shade spot to shade spot. But he's more of an outside type dog than Jurgen is. And Persephone likes it outside. What, Jurgen, do you want in? You want to go in?
Nah, she'll start separating the fish.
Well, we thank everybody, and maybe we'll try this again soon.
We are the Ka-hoons of Plateau Hamde Ka-hoon.
Thank you for stopping by.